Question number 1. William Shakespeare was born on April 23, 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, England. Number 2. He was baptized on 26 April 1564. Number 3. Shakespeare's parents were John Shakespeare, a globe maker, and Mary Arden. Number 4. He married Anne Hathaway at the age of 18 in 1582. Number 5. Anne Hathaway was 26 when they married, 8 years older than Shakespeare. Number 6. They had 3 children, Susanna and twins Hamlet and Judith. Number 7. Hamlet, Shakespeare's only son, died at the age of 11. Number 8. Shakespeare wrote 39 plays. Number 9. He also wrote 154 sonnets. Number 10. His most famous plays include Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and Othello. Number 11. Shakespeare's plays have been translated into over 80 languages. 12. He is often referred to as the Bard of Avon. Number 13. Shakespeare was also an actor and performed in his own plays. 14. His works are considered some of the greatest in the English language. 15. Shakespeare contributed over 1,700 words to the English language. 16. Some of his coined words include swagger, bedroom, assassination, and lonely. 17. The Globe Theatre in London was closely associated with Shakespeare. 18. He was a part owner of the Globe Theatre. 19. The original Globe Theatre burned down in 1613. 20. A new Globe Theatre was built on the same site a year later. 21. Shakespeare's acting company was called the Lord Chamberlain's Men. 22. 1603 they became the King's Men under King James I. 23. Shakespeare wrote both comedies and tragedies, often blending elements of both. 24. Hamlet is Shakespeare's longest play with 4,042 lines. 25. His shortest play is The Comedy of Errors. 26. Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is one of the most famous love stories of all time. 27. Shakespeare wrote Macbeth for King James I. 28. He wrote Julius Caesar about the famous Roman leader. 29. 29. Shakespeare's first published work was his poem Venus and Adonis. 30. His sonnets were published in 1609. 31. Shakespeare often wrote about royalty and political intrigue. 32. His play Richard III tells the story of the rise and fall of a king. 33. Shakespeare's plays were performed at court for Queen Elizabeth I. 34. His work influenced many later writers, including Charles Dickens and Herman Melville. 35. Shakespeare often used iambic pentameter in his writing. 36. He is something credited with the phrase all the words stays from his plays as you like it. 37. Shakespeare's family home in Stratford-upon-Avon is now a museum. 38. Shakespeare died on April 23, 1616 at the age of 52. 39. He was buried in the Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-upon-Avon. 40. His epitaph includes a curse warning anyone who moves his bones. 41. Shakespeare's wife Anne Hathaway was buried next to him. 42. His plays were first published as a collection in the first folio in 1623. 43. The first folio was compiled by his friends John Hemmings and Henry Condell. 44. Only 235 copies of the first folio are known to survive today. 45. Shakespeare's influence on English literature is immense, shaping the language and storytelling. 46. Some scholars believe Shakespeare's work was written by someone else, but this is widely disputed. 47. Shakespeare's writing reflects human nature with universal theme of love, power, and jealousy. 48. He often used dramatic irony where the audience knows more than the characters. 49. Shakespeare's works have been adapted into countless films, books, and musical. 50. The play, Best Side Story, is a modern adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. 51. His play, The Taming of the Shrew, was adapted into the film 10 Things I Hate About You. 52. Shakespeare's influence extends to modern political speech and debates. 53. The famous phrase, to be or not to be, is from Hamlet. 54. Romeo and Juliet has inspired numerous ballads and operas. 55. The phrase, a rose by any other name, word smell as sweet, is from Romeo and Juliet. 56. Shakespeare often wrote about love, revenge, and betrayal. 57. He used soliloquies to allow characters to express their thoughts directly to the audience. 58. Some scholars believe Shakespeare's dark comedies reflects the turmoil of his later life. 59. Shakespeare's The Tempest is thought to be one of his final plays. 60. King Lear is one of his most tragic and complex plays. 61. Shakespeare's plays have been performed more than any other playwrights in history. 62. He used various settings for his plays from ancient Rome to Venice to fictional islands. 63. Some of Shakespeare's plays are based on historical figures like Henry V and Julius Caesar. 64. Shakespeare's work helped standardize the English language during a time of rapid linguistic change. 65. His sonnets explore themes of love, time, and beauty. 66. Shakespeare's works are still studied in schools and universities worldwide. 67. Some of his phrases have become common idiom such as breaking the ice and heart of gold. 68. Shakespeare wrote most of his works between 1590 and 1613. 69. His plays often include characters from all social classes from royalty to comments. 70. Shakespeare often used metaphors and simile to enrich his writing. 71. Characters of Hamlet, Macbeth, and Othello are some of his most famous tragic heroes. 72. Shakespeare's comedies such as Twelfth Night and A Midsummer Night Dreams are filled with mistaken identities and playful deception. 73. His plays reflect the social and political issues of his time, including power struggles and gender roles. 74. Shakespeare's play Henry V includes the famous St. Crispin's Day speech. 75. The witches in Macbeth speak in trochaic tetrameter, a rhythmic variation from the usual iambic pentameter. 76. A Midsummer Night's Dream features the mischievous character Puck. 77. Shakespeare's play The Merchant of Venice features the iconic character Shylock. 78. The phrase "it to Brute" from Julius Caesar refers to Caesar's betrayal by his friend Brutus. 79. Shakespeare often wrote about the supernatural, including ghosts and witches. 80. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre was an open-air structure, meaning performances relied on daylight. 81. Shakespeare's acting troupe performed for both Queen Elizabeth I and King James I. 82. His plays The Winter's Tale features a famous stage direction, exit pursued by a bear. 83. Shakespeare was educated at the King's New School in Stratford-upon-Avon. 84. He likely studied Latin and classical literature during his schooling. 85. Shakespeare's works have been analyzed and interpreted by countless scholars over the centuries. 86. The Bard's birthplace in Stratford-upon-Avon attracts thousands of visitors every year. 87. The Shakespeare Birthplace Trust preserves and promotes Shakespeare's legacy. 88. Shakespeare's work have been cited in legal cases and political arguments. 89. The Oxford English Dictionary credits Shakespeare with coining or popularizing hundreds of words. 90. Shakespeare's work reflects themes of time and mortality, often exploring the fleeting nature of life. 91. His writing includes many references to classical mythology and historical events. 92. Macbeth is often considered Shakespeare's darkest and bloodiest play. 93. His character Falstaff from Henry IV and The Merry Wives of Windsor is one of his most beloved comic figures. 94. Shakespeare's portrayal women in his plays varies widely from strong figures like Lady Macbeth to comic heroines like Beatrice. 95. Shakespeare's influence can be seen in modern television, films, and music. 96. The Shakespeare authorship question suggests other writers like Sir Francis Bacon may have written these plays. 97. Some conspiracy theories suggest that Shakespeare did not exist, though most scholars rejected this. 98. Othello is a complex play about jealousy, racism, and manipulation. 99. Shakespeare's work have been performed in every country in the world. 100. Shakespeare's legacy endures, influencing literature, theatre, and the English language for over 400 years.